Hello YouTube, my name is Daquan Jones and I'm a first-time home buyer. So, long story short, I'm actually starting a YouTube channel, which I honestly been trying to start a while ago. Like maybe, this whole year I've been thinking about starting a YouTube channel because I'm actually into a lot of things. I'm into cars, I'm into Shopify dropshipping, I'm into real estate, starting my own business. There's so many things out there that you kind of get your hands into, and I'm trying to get my hands into everything I can because why not? The opportunity is there. I'm still young, and just reach for the stars. That's what my dad always told me. Anyways, the reason why I'm recording today is because I'm buying a house. Like I said at the beginning of the video, I'm a first-time home buyer, and I actually just got my offer accepted for a property I'm buying out in Long Island, New York. The good news about this is it's my first time doing it, so the reason why I wanted to make a YouTube video is to kind of show people the process of purchasing your own property. And this was pretty much to show you that it's possible for anybody to do it. Some people don't know the process, some people don't even know where to start at. So I want to show you how to do it, and I also want to teach you how to do it as a investment part of it. So right now I'm in the beginning stages, and this is good because people don't get the insight of how the process works. People don't really see from step 1 to step 10 or from step 1 to step 100. You don't get to see that, especially with YouTube. People just, they there already. They there, and they buying rental properties, they flipping houses, and you don't see how they started. So I just want to take you on my journey and show you that it's possible. And trust me, within a couple of years, I'm gonna be having so many rental properties, and like I said, it's possible. It's so possible. Anyways, the whole purpose of me doing this is to, like I said, is to show you. So what I'm gonna do today is just talk about myself. I'm gonna talk about the upcoming videos I'm gonna do, and I'm gonna talk about real estate. First thing is, honestly, everything I'm doing is just mental. I didn't write anything down. I don't have a PowerPoint up here. I just, everything's mental. So anyways, right now I'm on YouTube, and just because I actually follow a lot of people. Grant Stephan is pretty good when it comes to real estate. I usually follow him, but I'm just going based on what I know. So pretty much when you purchasing a home, things you want to look for depending on what you're trying to do with the home. I mean, rental properties, flipping, or just living in a home. You want to make sure that obviously you got the money for it, because you can't do that without the money. You need the money for it, you need the credit for it, and obviously you need to kind of have the income for it. Actually, you need the income for it, not kind of. You need it. You can't afford a mortgage. Actually, I'm sorry, it's not even about affording. The bank won't even think about accepting you or giving you a pre-approval without having income. You need income, you need good credit, and you pretty much just need those two things, and that's pretty much it. Oh, and your down payment, and you need to have money in the bank. But it's kind of a little more tedious things to it, but those are the most important things. You need credit, you need income, and you need the down payment. Now, this varies depending on which type of loan you're getting. There's so many different types of loans, so many new ones, and then there's different programs that kind of help first-time home buyers. The first one is most people goes with a FHA, because FHA, what happens is all you have to put down is 3.5%. And the good thing about FHA, I mean, well, it's pros and cons, but the good thing is if you don't have the full down payment or the full 10% or 20%, just go with the 3.5%, and that allows you to get a better deal or jump on a better deal before, interest rates go up, or, you lose the property that you're trying to look for. So you could get a property with 3.5%. That's the lowest. The highest is 20%, and when you do conventional, you could do 10%, 20%. So that's that. That's the FHA, which is a federal housing authority or administration, but it's pretty much money from the government. And the reason why you're able to put 3.5% is because you got to pay a PMI, which is private money insurance, and you pay that monthly to kind of catch up to the 20% that you're supposed to put down. And all that is pretty much insurance for, the lender. The second loan is a conventional, which most people is familiar with because that's what most people get. You know, conventional loans, 20%, 10%, and honestly, it's no PMI. I mean, it's a PMI if you're doing 10%, but 20%, no PMI. That's not bad at all. Some of these loans have perks, which meaning that if I was to do a conventional, I could just buy any type of home I want. FHA is a little more strict. They kind of want homes that you could kind of move into and just live there. They don't want any, you have rips in your walls. You can't have, missing doors. They want everything to be legit in the home. So that's kind of where the difference is between the FHA and conventional, besides the whole money portion about it. You could kind of, if you got the money for a conventional, go for it. That will eliminate your PMI costs, which, by the way, it's not a lot of money. PMI usually, because you got to think about it, it's 30 years. So PMI is usually sometimes $60 a month on top of what you're paying. So it's not too bad. It's doable. Anyways, the other two loans, which, you probably never heard of, but it exists. You got your USDA and you got your VA. Now, with your VA loan, it's kind of cool. It doesn't apply to me because I'm not a vet, but it goes to, vets, people who served in the military. And what happens is they don't have to put down any money. Sometimes they might have to put down something, but usually if you approve for it with good credit, 0% down. You just, fill out your application, apply for it. And if you get accepted, 0% down. And obviously it have some perks in it. It's a good loan, but some people can't. Everybody haven't served in the military, but that's good for them. That's like the one of the most amazing thing I think that some people should consider. Just putting 0% down on a $300,000 house. And I'm sure there's some kind of cons in that loan that you can't go over a certain amount, or you have to have a certain amount of income. I'm pretty sure, but I haven't read too much into VAs because I'm not a vet, obviously, but it is good if you're a vet. So if you're watching this video, kind of consider that as an option. The last loan is USDA. These loans are kind of offered in different, states or different part of the states. You usually might not see it a lot. What happens is, you put the down payment on. It's usually for lower income households. So I think the max is around a seven member household making around $200,000 a year, which is insane. And what happens is with the USDA, they try to fill certain areas up. They kind of make it, kind of populate the area. And if they have different offers, they might send somebody, or they might say, oh, hey, you a low income home. If you willing to move over here, we could approve you. And that's how that goes. But honestly, I don't come across any USD. I honestly don't see it. Where I'm at, New York, it's usually FHA, conventional, and you got the VAs. So, but sometimes you could just look it up and see if it's offered in your state or in your city, and it's for lower income households. So it's not wrong with trying to go for it, and that's that. Anyway, so now we got our 4 loans down. We got the FHA, we got the conventional, we got the VA, and we got the USD. Now, where I stand is I'm actually doing a 3.5% down, which is I think maybe $6,000 if I'm not mistaken for a $200,000 home. I've been looking for months, honestly. When I left my house, the house I was living at, I was renting. I've been looking before that, so it's been some time. I've been serious when I actually came here, saving money, just looking at places that would benefit me in the future as an investment, and that's reasonable with taxes. That's another thing. I'll get into that in a whole nother video. But right now, I do live in New York. Taxes is really high. It's outstandingly high. Like some of the houses you see when it comes to taxes, you'd be like, I'm gonna rent forever because it's insane. But I got lucky. This property is actually I think it's $4,000 a year, which is dirt cheap. It still might be expensive in certain areas of the country, but it's dirt cheap out here. I've seen houses go for $13,000 a year, Actually, my dad, they pay $9,000 a year. That's insane. So, you know, be mindful of that. You know, look at your property tax. Look at where you live at. You know, if you're next to a school, obviously it's gonna be higher. So that's that. So that's where I pretty much stand. I just got my offer accepted today, which is why I'm making my video today. The next thing I want to do is I kind of want to walk you guys through the steps about finding, you know, a realtor, you know, the whole terms and conditions, getting the pre-approval done, what you guys submit in. And I'm kind of in the middle because, you know, it takes a while to close, depending on the seller, depending on the bank. You know, it's a whole process. But if everything goes through, then usually I'll say 45 days to 60 days. Shouldn't be no more than that. So this is my first video. Like I said, I don't want to make this video too long. I just kind of want to show you that, you know, it's possible to do it. And I'm going to just walk you guys through the steps. I'm going to show you that, you know, anybody could just purchase real estate. It's not hard. It's not a hard process. You know, once you kind of get to know the area, the market, you know, it's doable. So, like I said, that's that. My video quality will obviously be a lot better than this right now in my basement. So I got some equipment on the way. Should be coming here either next week or this week. And that's it for me today. Adios.